Alright guys, Slow Train Sense coming into you, giving you the top 10 most complimented fragrances in my arsenal. Now these colognes, I personally have gotten compliments from either my coworkers, working at a table, passerbys, or what have you. These are colognes that legitimately have given me a compliment. These are not like bullshit kind of like, oh, you know, this is gonna give you so many compliments. No, these have been given to me, and for some reason, every time somebody gives me a compliment on a cologne, I'll remember it and I'll store it in my brain for some stupid reason. And I got it a top 10 of my most complimented fragrances. So, first fragrance in the game, Bentley Intentions for Men, man. Leather, rum, incense, and musk. Lots of amber holding this all together along with the musk. This one portrays you as masculine, elegant, and mysterious, man. This one is one of my all-time favorites, actually. This one smells more expensive than it is. I remember when I first had it, I didn't really like it all that much, but this one really grew on me. And I remember wearing it to work one day, and my coworker just like, "What are you wearing?" I'm like, "Well, you like it?" And she's like, "Yeah, it smells good." And for some reason, because it's like an older type of smell, like a more gentleman, you know. This ain't like a teenage kind of scent. For some reason, I thought she wouldn't like it, but she loved it, and she was like, "Oh, it smells so good," and blah blah blah. So that was one, Bentley Intentions for Men. Number 2, Dolce Gabbana, the 180T. This one's got grapefruit, amber, a lot of cedar in the background. This one I really do love. Now this one, when I first smelled it, I wasn't totally blown away from it. If anything, I thought it smelled like Fiji's, that Old Spice Fiji body wash. But when I was testing this one out, I told a girl to smell it, attractive young girl, and she was like 18, 19. She says, I asked her, "How does it smell like?" You know, I told her to smell it. And she's like, "Oh, it smells like cock," or "It smells like dick," or some shit like that. I'm like, "What the fuck?" I was like, what do you mean?" She's like, "This smells exactly what like a guy should smell like." What she envisions, a nice, attractive guy, masculine, dick. That was her words, and that's what it reminded her of. Now this one, every time I would wear it to work, someone would come up to my neck, and I can just smell. I can just hear her smell the back, because when I spray this stuff, I'll spray in the back of my neck, and the back of my neck, and my back, and my forearms. And I would sense her smelling this one in the back of my neck. Every time I would wear this one, I could hear her smelling in the back of my neck, because I tie up my hair and I could hear it. You know what I mean? And that's number 2. Okay, number 3. So number 3 is gonna be Hawaii, but I mixed it with Abercrombie and Fitch First Instinct. I had probably had Hawaii in the back and First Instinct around my neck. But let me get to the point real quick. When I first got the compliment, I went to a store after the gym and had wore these 2 to the gym. And as soon as I got out, I went to pump gas or buy whatever the hell I was gonna buy. And the clerk gave me, she was like, "Man, you smell so good. What cologne are you wearing?" And I told her, "I really don't know which one you're smelling, because I'm wearing 2. And I told her I'm wearing Rosaceae Hawaii, and I'm wearing this one. Now Rosaceae Hawaii by itself, when I would wear it to work, all the young hostesses, all the pretty young hostesses came. I remember one day when I wore it, they all came in the back of me and started smelling me and started touching me and just wanted to get near me. And I know it was because of this, because every time I go to work, it's like 30 minutes that I applied whatever fragrance I'm wearing for the day. And I remember they were all in the back of me, and this other girl, she's like, my other coworker, "Oh, you smell so good. What is it?" And blah blah blah. "I can smell you. You smell so good." The last time I wore it, another coworker said the same thing. "Oh, I can smell you and the other guy, and I smell you too, and it smells so good." And like, "What is it?" I'm like, "Oh, it's Rosaceae Hawaii. It's made in Dubai," and blah blah blah. To me, every time I smell it, I smell like it reminds me of a scent that I would wear if I was out of town. Not so much in here, but I would wear it out of town. This was kind of like adventurous and outgoing to me. You know what I mean? To make a memory, I would not wear this so much in town, but I would want to take this in a vacation for some reason. I don't know why I think about that when I wear this Rosaceae Huas. That's number 3. Number 4, Carolina Herrera's CH Men. Now CH Men, you're gonna smell leather, you're gonna smell sugarcane, and you're gonna smell vanilla. This one turns into a big vanilla mess at the end, but the top notes for this one are just superior, man. This one coming into work, I'm not sure if I had the decant or the bottle by itself, because I had ordered a decant at first. I remember smelling this at a shop, and it just blew me away. That just smelled like a dry, woody, sugarcane kind of smell. I really like this one. Now this one, I went into work, and the first person that one of the managers in training, she's like, "Sibs, you smell so good," and blah blah blah. And I was like, "Oh, thank you." CH Men, man. For the fourth place, CH Men. Oh yeah. Now CH Men, if you can't afford CH Men, you want something a little cheaper, that's for another video, man. But Bentley Momentum Intense. This one smells like 98% close to CH Men. The only difference is this one is colder, drier, and a little greener. But this one, my lord, man, it's almost the same thing. And I like this one better because it doesn't turn into a big vanilla mess in the base. Number 5, we have Invictus Aqua. Now this one, if you haven't smelled it, it's just Invictus with a fresher take to it, you know what I mean? So wearing this one, I went into work, and I had her freshly sprayed. One of the first tables I had, it was a mom and like two young daughters, right? Very elegant looking family. The mom was nice and dressed, jewelry and all the jazz. And when I came up to the table, when I approached her, and it's like, "Hey, how you doing? My name's so and so. Can I get you something to drink, a margarita, whatever?" The first thing that I heard her say, kind of like under her mouth, I was like, "Oh, that smells so good." She was smelling Invictus Aqua, man. This one, another compliment puller for me. This one I rarely wear, but I'll never forget that when I came into it, she was just smitten by the smell. Number 6, Jazz Club by Mason Martin Margiela's, man. This one, it was love at first sniff, actually. This one's really elegant, man. Super elegant, a bit opulent, man. It's like a refined gentleman, you know what I mean? This one really stole my heart when I smelled it. This one, I got a compliment from the hostess. I asked her, she just loved the way it smelled. Along with when I was asking her about the 180T, because I was testing them out, I asked her how the 180T smelled like, and she said it smells like Christmas. Take that for what it is, So number 6, Jazz Club. All right, number 7 is Armani Code Absolute. Armani Code Absolute smells like all the Armanis, like Armani Code Profumo, but less root beerish, a little more marshmallowy. This one, wore not too long ago. This one was a recent purchase, actually. When I went to work, there was a hot little kind of ghetto girl, like one of those gangster kind of girls, and she always gives me compliments on my colognes, and which maybe I'll talk that about another video. But as soon as I came into to work, she smells me and she's like, "Silvio, you smell delicious," and that one really stuck in my head, man. This one's perfect for dates, man. Outside cuddling, especially in winter, man. I think I like this one better than Profumo, even though they're both good. They're both for different things, man. You know what I mean? This one I would want to wear in winter, just outside with a girl, just super wholesome, cuddlesome scent, man. I love this one. Armani Code Absolute. Number 8, YSL YEDT. So when I first got this, it was a little sample, and to me it was super generic because I like the more opulent, strong tobacco-y kind of scents. Incense, myrrh, frankincense, tobacco, rum, cinnamon bark, and all this stuff. But I was going into the freshy territory, now that I decant some stuff, I had to have a couple of freshies because not a lot of people love the stuff that I like. You know what I mean? So YSL EDT, when I first had it, when I smelled it, I thought, man, this is a freshie that smells a little different. This one to me, it smells like there's an incense note in this one. It smells like sage. It smells. This one reminds me of a nice rainy day, like a day out with clouds out, a little sun peeking through, and just a nice kind of rainy, light rain kind of day. You know what I mean? Nothing too heavy, nothing too drastic, just right. And for some reason, YSL EDT always reminds me of that. This one is super easy to wear. You can get by overspraying this one. And now, before I had this one, when I would spray my colognes, I would spray in my chest, like inside my, out in my skin, and I would spray like 5, 6 tops, right? This is when I started playing around with overspraying. This was like one of the first ones that I oversprayed. I had sprayed like 15 sprays on me, doing the spraying all over my back, and my usual routine now. And I had sprayed it around 3:30, and when I got the compliment, it was around 8:30, right towards the end of work. And my coworker that complimented me on the Bentley Intentions complimented me on this one. She's like, "Oh, I like your cologne. It smells nice." I'm like, "Oh, thanks." So YSL EDT, another compliment. Number 9, another Rosaceae. This time it's Rosaceae Intima. Rosaceae Intima, if you don't know, it's a Silver Mountain water cologne. What I like about this one, it smells like Silver Mountain water, but not being too inky. When the compliment was given to me, I had just barely gotten to work. It was like my 4th table, and the lady, like towards the end of her meal, she was like, "Man, what cologne are you wearing?" And I'm like, "Oh, you like it? It's called Rosaceae Intima." And she's like, "Oh, okay." And she really liked it. She gave me the compliment towards the end, and like I said, I'll never forget a compliment. So Rosaceae Intima was one of those. Number 10, the last one. Now these are no in particular order, so just pulling them out as they go. Okay, so this one is Burberry London, man. Burberry London, very underrated gem right here, man. You can pick this one up, 20, 30 bucks, man. This one, Christmas in a bottle, man. You smell port wine, you smell cinnamon bark, you smell lavender, you smell deep resinous woods on the background, man. This one, it's masculinity, it's modern masculinity. This one might have came out in 2004, 2000, whatever, but in 2021, it still holds true, man. This still rings true. This one, it was winter actually. It was like not total winter, but it was again those kind of days. And me and my friend, we were waiting outside to get inside the club. We were gonna go clubbing. We were gonna go dancing or something. And there was a girl, short girl with glasses, and she was a regular at the club actually. And we were waiting outside, and I was dressed real sharp, real nice, and I had put on Burberry London. And then she looks at me and she's like, "Oh man, you smell so good again." I'm like, "What cologne are you wearing?" I'm like, I kind of don't want to say it, but at the same time, I want to sound like, yeah, I fuck with YSL. I fuck with, I fuck with shit that you don't fuck with, you know what I mean? Or other guys will fuck with because this or that. But I told her, no, it's Burberry London, and we went inside the club and just danced the night away. It was all good. So another compliment puller. Don't underestimate this one, Burberry London, man. So I will make now I'm a big Duo fanboy, and wearing Duos, I always get compliments. I always get mad compliments wearing Duos. I don't know if they can smell them more or what's up, but I'm going to make a video on Duos, and my most compliments Duos later on. So that's my top 10 for you guys. These are true compliment getters, man. For me, what has worked for me. So if you guys like this, like, comment, and subscribe. Fucks with me, and outs.